approached it like, all right, so we respect Spain, but France,
Yeah,
oh, we don't. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't
absolutely.
think France had anything to offer as far
Yeah,
as the game was concerned. But of course, every team has something to offer, don't they? And I think that's what happened. We got a bit we got a bit overconfident. Going,
complacent. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
complacent.
and then we learned our lesson, didn't we? We learned our lesson to approach every game as if
Mm,
we're playing the best team in the world, and that's shone through when we played Netherlands and definitely when we played Wales.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you make of Hannah Rampton? What do you make
And
of her?
Hampton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's good. I think she's very good. I know
Yeah.
there's the issue of Mary Earps, who was also a
Yeah.
good goalkeeper. And I don't think we really know the true facts about what happened there. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was the case that Serena made it clear to Mary that she was going to be the number two, why that would be the case, you'd think a number one would continue to be number one. Perhaps Serena feels she wasn't able to watch her week by week or regularly because she plays for PSG.
Yeah.
So that might have been a thing. You never know whether on a previous get together, maybe a player says, "Oh, I can't make that one. It's only friendlies," and that kind of can have an effect in a manager's mind. Now, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that applied here, but
Yeah.
no. So Mary Oates was good. I don't know why she became number two, other than what I've said. But
Yeah.
to answer the question, I think Hannah Hampton. I mean, she actually went through a few problems. I think with Serena, didn't she? When she was like one of the top three keepers, along with Ellie
Yeah.
Roebuck and Mary Earps. And I think I forget what it was about, but I think Serena was concerned about her attitude,
Right.
Hannah's attitude. Now, I don't know much more about that, but whatever it was, clearly has been addressed. And yeah, I mean, she made one or two saves, even against Wales, quite early on,
Yeah.
that a lot of the goalkeepers in the women's game would have let in because she was quite unsighted. But she's
Yeah.
clearly athletic. She's got some height, which I think is good. Quite
Mm.
a few of the women goalkeepers, both in the WSL and in the international teams, are just a bit short. And not they don't have the stature, the height, which I'm
Yeah.
always surprised about because you think of the tall girls who play netball internationally and so on. They're
Yeah.
very tall, and women who play tennis very often, not always, but very often, they are tall women to play. There are plenty of tall women in sport, and I've never quite understood why in women's football there's not a predominance of tall, players. I mean, even in the men's football across it, you probably wouldn't get many much below 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Maybe 5'11", but it's got to be 6 foot, and some of them are 6'1", 2, 3, etc. But in the women's game, I would suggest, I don't know, but I'd suggest a majority are probably 5'7", maybe 5'8", and you do need someone who's 5'10" or 5'11". Anyway, Hannah is quite a tall keeper. I think she looks the part. She's tidy. She just looks like she wants to win. It's hard to explain what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
comes down, I think, to the magic ingredient in football and in all sports, which is confidence.
Mm.
And sometimes, I mean, I'm sure football clubs, particularly in the Premier League and the women's WSL, I know they look at obviously everything, the nutrients, their diets. They don't want them to have any other issues. They fitness, the way they train, all the rest of it. It's so important. And I believe they also look at this magical ingredient, not just for sport but for life, called confidence, because you can hear it in commentary, in commentary. Because you can hear it in commentary, in commentators. If a team, two teams playing, and a team is winning 1-0, they then go to 2-0. Once it goes to 3-0, the commentators are saying, well, they're not going to come back from that, whoever the teams are. But actually, if the score was still 1-0, that game would have a different complexion about it, because
Mm,
confidence would still be in the team that's losing, or maybe still 0-0. Once a team goes behind, and to the point might be 2-0 or 3, where there's a perception in the players who are losing, even if it's not conscious, oh, we're not going to make this up. We can't do it.
mm,
It affects physically how they play the game. And I think that's like life, isn't it? If we lose our confidence on different things,
mm,
we somehow act in a way that's not conducive to success. And
mm.
certainly on the football field, confidence is almost everything. And you could see once England got 2-3-0, 4-0, the game was over. I mean, I have to say all credit to Wales. I think it's good to see Wales, whether it's men or women,
Yeah,
in these tournaments, Euros or World Cup, because the small nation that they are, they don't really qualify much for these things, and you can understand the tremendous support. Their
yeah,
supporters who followed the team are brilliant. I mean, the Welsh supporting their teams, and we see it in
yeah.
rugby as well, are fantastic supporters. And that's almost worth a gold start in football if you've
It
got
is.
support like that. So
It
all
is.
credit, because clearly they don't have the same vast choice of players as England do, but
Yeah.
they've got some excellent players like that Fishlock
For
woman. I
sure.
mean, she
Yeah.
really she's been around for a long time, and she was excellent. And
Yeah.
there were other players there who you could tell were quality players, and so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll progress. They'll learn from what they've experienced this time. I think they've got a good manager, the Canadian woman. I forget her name, but she seems to me very much part of the Welsh ethos and driving them forward. So maybe there's good times to come for them. But I think the
Yeah.
way the England team are, we've got that ingredient of confidence. Maybe it's easily lost if you make a few mistakes and then you go behind. You've got to start fighting back. But the way it looks, it's difficult to see at the moment, dare we say, a team beating England.
Yeah.
We just look up there, don't we?
We do. We do, absolutely do. Yeah. Because to score more than 4 goals or to score even 3 goals in a match is a
Mm,
phenomenal feat. But then to then go above that, to score five,
yeah.
6 goals, that's a really good team there. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, I just wanted to